can't. Boogers are the chicken of smells.
It's a closed case. So just stop trying. I know you're Googling it
We
right
already determined the whole thing, so it's fine.
now. No, boogers smell like everything.
Ugh.
Are we talking about herpes again?
No
Yes.
boogers. We're talking about boogers. Herpes smell like everything? I don't think you should get your nose that close.
To the herpes?
Yeah.
Man, when do we get the suit for this song?
Talking gaming, gadgets too. The Go-Kart Brothers lay it out for you. Brent and Jason, Shannon and Steve. Talking movies and what's on TV.
Talking herpes.
Grown-up geeks, drinking booze. Pop culture that we all can use. Adulting, screw all that. We look at life as a one big laugh. Oh, the Go-Kart Brothers Show. The Go-Kart Brothers Show. The Go-Kart Brothers Show. The Go-Kart Brothers Show.
So, Zelly Belly.
I'm watching my group person in Clash of Clans make his war attack. What are you guys doing?
Reading
I'm
about
podcasting.
reading about how Mad Cats is filing for bankruptcy.
What is Mad Cats?
Mad Cats is a peripheral company that they made like fight sticks and they were known to-
Guitars.
Did
Didn't they do the guitars
Well-
too for like Rock Band?
Yeah, like Rock Band, like one of the rock bands, or a
Not
couple
good.
of them. They made some of the instruments for. They made for years and years like really shitty aftermarket controllers for video game systems. Like notoriously, it's the controller you bought cheap so that you could have someone else play couch co-op with, but your friend got the shitty controller.
And he was mad. He was a mad cat.
Yeah.
Their
Yes.
product is the shitty one.
Their product was typically the shitty one. They made some good stuff here and there. When fighting games were getting big due to Street Fighter 4 for a while, or they're still big, but when they were having their kind of re-comeuppance, they were big in the market for making fight sticks. But they're filing for bankruptcy. There's
Womp
people
womp.
out there that make way better stuff for the same price. So
Like Nyko? Is Nyko one of them?
Huh?
no, Nyko's also bad, but
Those are the chargers that always fail.
yeah.
Anyway.
But
I
no,
don't-
they've been doing it for a long time, and I think it's just finally.
Now nobody wants to give their friend the shitty controller, or other people are making better controllers at the same price, so you can afford to give your friend a better controller.
Pretty much, and I think with prices the way things are, like the companies that are like like if you take controllers for instance, like Microsoft's house controller and Sony's like house controller is way better than anything else that's out there on the market. So it's stupid to go buy one to save $10, especially with the constant like sales that happen with that stuff. You can usually get the controllers for cheaper than retail. And with like fight sticks, which was what really was keeping Mad Cats in, I think, business for a little while there. Like there's so many other companies that make better fight sticks, and
I'm going with that people don't have as many friends to come over. The internet, right?
Aha!
Like used to you
Online
had to have your
gaming.
friend come over and use that shitty controller. Now they're just like, no, I'm going to stay home and use my
I'll
one
play
good
you from
controller.
here, man.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Internet's.
the market's just not the same anymore, and they have not been able to work around it. So, end of an era for Mad Cats.
3 up and 3 down.
I'm gonna miss them.
I don't think you will.
No, I had to ask who they were.
Yeah. I mean, well, the first fight stick I bought was a Mad Cat stick. It was okay.
You know what? If I bought a fight stick today, it would be the first fight stick.
That's true. You could buy one that's not a Mad Cat.
No, I should buy one so we have that shared experience.
There you go.
You
Yeah.
probably get some discount
Quite
ones now.
Go spend
You'll ask-
120 bucks on a fight stick.
And you'll ask me like how it ran, and be like, I don't even know how. I don't know. I tried
Yeah.
Pac-Man, nothing worked. I don't know what's
This
going
is
on.
not working with Conan Exiles at all.
Yeah, yeah.
it
That's all I'm like, yeah.
just
does
makes
not
their
affect-
herpes bigger.
To Clash
Yeah.
Clans at all.
So yeah, you might be able to just buy the whole company now for the same price as one fight stick.
Maybe.
Look in the offices, see if there's one laying around that you could still use.
I don't know.
Wah, wah. What you guys been playing and doing up to?
I've been playing Conan Exiles a lot. And
Lots?
by a lot, I mean like twice a week.
That sounds like
Holy
me with,
shit!
I know. Well, I really want to play a lot more, but I'm having trouble. And
Life.
I don't know if you know this or not, but there's been like tons of bugs. But the game's in early access, so for
Yeah.
me, like, I understand it's in early access, and I also played like more than my fair share of Minecraft, so it doesn't bother me to like get like to start over or have things break and rebuild. Like, it doesn't frustrate me because I'm used to kind of doing that when I move around on servers and stuff like that. You know, like in Minecraft, when you start over on a new server, you don't have any of your levels. Like, you're starting over. So it's like that. And so I can understand like where if you're not used to that type of game, it's kind of frustrating to have to start over and everything. People are used to like more polished games, survival games, but I don't know. I kind of laugh it off and it's just like, oh, this is just kind of the process what we're going
This
through.
is dumb.
See, I
Yeah,
take the
well-
I take the other route. I go to the Reddit and then the people bitching about the game. This is the last straw with this bug. I'm like, are you serious?
Really?
Like
It's
then I
not that
start
big of a deal.
posting.
Well, like, yeah, because the one day, like, I had decided, okay, I went over. I finally got to our mining house, which I've heard about but never got to before.
Hermione house?
Well, no, the mining house. I get what you did. And so I finally got to the mining house, and it's just like this hodgepodge of fences that don't meet up right, and they kind of like threw them all together. But the fences are terrible because the hyenas are just jumping over them and attacking me anyway. So I'm like, I'm building some mofo and walls, right?
Yeah.
Putting up some ledges, putting up some. So I start doing that, and I just start tearing down everything. And the mining house is built on this huge slope, and Conan Exiles doesn't allow for terraforming at all.
Oh,
So it's just like this is built over here, and this is built over here, and it's just like this mess. So I foundationed it all flat.
cool.
And then I was gonna use stairs then to get down to the level where the house that they built was at the bottom of the hill inside this thing. And the stairs wouldn't place. None of like this was like about a week ago before they patched it this week. And I was like, weird. So I spent a little time at it, and I looked and everyone's freaking out because you can't place stairs. I'm like, oh, okay. And they'll patch it. Like, obviously they're not gonna get to it over the weekend because it's the weekend.
Sure.
And
Oh, she's talking to.
We'll never
Damn.
know.
Yeah, and so they had bugs
Yeah.
and people got over the bugs. Shannon got
And
over the
then-
bugs.
Yeah.
She knows how it
Everybody
is.
was going crazy.
ah.
and they were
My
talking
son,
about
like,
boogers. What?
all of a sudden, like, this massive dramatic, like, I don't even know what he needed out of his room. He just took a blanket. but
He's
it's
like,
it
this
was
fucking Conan bug, mom.
He's just like,
I don't get it.
I'm like, get out of here! I'm podcasting. I don't care.
Jumps in. You guys talk about Conan?
So anyway, so I just was like, okay, well, I'll place the stairs, Monday or Tuesday when they patch it, not a big, and I built everything else and waited. I just kind of went and did something else. Like, it's not a big deal to me. Like, okay, I'll wait and get to that later.
Mhm.
But some people, it's a massive deal. They freak out. They get really angry. But
Yeah.
Funcom's a small company, and they have like 3 or 4 games out, right? They have The Secret World, they have the Age of Conan, they have the Park, and then they have Conan Exiles, right?
Sounds
Sure.
good.
I think that's what they have. And they're
Sounds
only
accurate.
like, yeah, and they're like a company of like 100 people. So it's like,
Way to go, guys.
yeah, like chill out, people. Like, people
Give
need
Dave
to sleep.
a day off.
Yeah.
Stop fucking Dave over.
It's a really fun game. It's a lot of boobies and stuff, but
Dicks, too.
A lot of that, yeah. Well, actually, there's none of that right now because it's just me and like this other chick playing. So it's
Oh.
just yeah
Right.
on the
This is-
server.
And I started feeling
but-
I
self
could really get in
conscious.
right now.
I've got herpes
so-
on there, so they all stay away from me.
So, well, Brent, yeah, I know Brent plays because I see stuff happening, but then it's
Like
just
herpes
like, kinda at
running
the
on
same
the
time.
wall. Oh, Brent must have been.
I
They
see
are.
things that are built and like Maeve will be like, "Did you do that?" I'm like, "No, I didn't do that. It must have been Brent." But then she got one of our friends from Twitter to join, and that friend is bringing like 3 people, and then someone saw a post I did, and they joined. So we're actually starting to like all of a sudden get some activity going again. So.
So I need to
Yeah,
start
so-
playing again.
Yeah, so just in case you're listening and you're like, hey, I could use a Conan Exile server to play on, join our Discord. If you go to gokartbrothers.com, you'll find our Discord information there. And we also have what was I gonna say? Oh, I just kind of wanted to note too that it's mostly a PvE environment and a building type of environment. And we don't grief people or destroy things, which is totally anti Conan Exiles. Like that's not what anyone else on any other servers is doing. But that's what we're doing. So yeah. Hello?
Sorry, I was trying to hold my face still, and
Is that what Steve's doing?
no, I think Steve's gone.
Steve's actually
He's
gone.
all
Oh,
grayed
okay.
out and like.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
think he was trying too hard to stick his face there.
Oh.
There he goes.
He's
He'll
over
be
here
back.
now.
Oh, that's weird. That's
Yeah.
really gonna mess things up.
That's
Sorry about
having
that.
some technical difficulties.
If we do that,
Uh,
there.
So yeah, so we're kind of doing this player versus environment experience, but what we're gonna do is kind of play it by ear. Like as the game evolves, we're gonna change up some things because as a group we do like PvP, but we also don't like having all the crap we spent hours on destroyed. So what we might do is have like an area that's PV, like a danger zone. You know, like this is the PvP area. So if you build in there, that's gonna be your screwed area. Or if they like launch new biomes, perhaps then like, okay, this biome, that's PvP. So that's the danger crazy place. So I don't know. We're talking about it, like what to do, so that
They are going to introduce new biomes.
yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, there's also like spells and stuff coming, right? Like magic.
yeah. And there's gonna be
Yeah.
mounts, and they did a live stream today, and they said there's not gonna be terraforming of the land, but I think there's
gonna
gonna
be
be like
terraforming.
some sort of husbandry with animals and stuff. So
Hot.
yeah, and someone in the chat asked for the ability to have sex with other players and stuff, but I didn't get I was at work, and so I didn't hear the answer to that one because I was distracted for most
Yeah.
of the stream.
It'd be a mod.
I got like piecemeal kind of info there. Sorry, guys. Yeah, and I was thinking with a mod, especially as the game develops, there's going to be mods that come out where we can kind of control PvE, PvP areas and zones and stuff, and make it a little more safe for everybody. But or not safe, but just so you know, you
Right.
know this spot's cool.
Yeah.
You know this spot's not cool.
Yeah, have like
And it's your
territories or
business.
something.
Yeah, it's your business to interact accordingly. Because like Maeve that we play with, like she's huge into, she like loves like Guild Wars 2 and WW and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not like we're afraid of PvP. It's just kind of like where the game's at right now. It doesn't really fit because also
When it's the
It's
three
not-
of us.
yeah,
Stab!
there's 3 of us
Fuck
playing
you!
together, and we're all kind of building together communally. It's like doesn't make sense to destroy the thing we all 3 just built together. And
Circle, throw rocks at each other.
yeah, and that's the other
Get
thing.
sick of
It's not like
teabagging each other all day long.
the combat's not. It's like click, 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 click. Like there's nothing. There's not like
Uh-huh.
spells and stuff yet. So it's
Right.
like I swung at you more. Ha ha.
I clicked faster.
Yeah. So it's just not there yet to me.
Clicked at you so hard.
Yeah, to be a PvP focused game, it would just be a ganking game, and that's not really what I like about
Gank!
PvP. So yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, that's my update
Nice.
on that. And then I play Clash of Clans.
Sweet.
Clash of Clans. I've been playing some WoW. The,
You have?
the patch finally dropped 7.2, which adds in
Did it?
Legion, basically the end stuff where the Legion's coming down and these big
Mm-hmm.
like star fighting ships and dropping demons on everybody.
Weird.
That's weird. Yeah.
So yeah, doing that, and that's it really. I mean, I did a little bit of Conan, not much at all.
Well, talk
Little
to
bit
about
of
this
Clash.
patch. Is it worth going back for?
Tripping your trigger, sir?
Well, I mean, it's an in-game patch, and I would say that WoW kind of has this thing where they kind of trickle out some content, and so it's like
I heard this was a big one too.
it's huge, but it's trickling out over 4 weeks. And they have a decent reasoning behind it because each patch introduces things that happen in certain areas, so they didn't want to introduce it all at once, so you had to be like a little bit of everywhere, and they're like, okay, so we're going to release this first so you can concentrate in that area, and then the next one you can concentrate in this one, and which is fine, but I don't know, there's just some things that I wish were in the first week and not the fourth week, like flying. Be nice to get that back. But
No
it's-
flying for you.
it's fine.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those things like
Yeah.
when the
I think
expansion
I'm-
comes out for a while, it's great. But then when you get to the end part where you've done everything and they're trickling out the content, it's just not enough content. And so I feel like you almost need to
You like
wait
it all at once.
or constant, like where it's enough to, like when it's like, oh, well, you gave me enough where I can do 3 more dailies today for the next week. Like that's not enough content. If I had a guild with active people and we were like raiding and doing dungeons together, that'd be one thing.
But that's kind of been WoW's like modus operandi for years, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And the last expansion was horrible at the end, so this is definitely better than that.
Yeah.
And really, it comes down to the people. I wish there were more people playing that we could do like guild nights, and we're gonna try a guild night next week. We'll see how many people show up and what happens. True.
I'm not gonna be there.
I'm definitely not gonna be there.
And then we had
Because you have not sold me on the game, sir.
well,
Yeah,
I
you really
I-
didn't. Actually, I was thinking about going back because Jason was thinking about going back
Yeah.
too. And
wouldn't.
I was kind of concerned, like, how am I going to divide up my time between 3 games? And but thank you.
And school.
You're welcome.
I don't really have to. That's
Well,
cool.
I mean, that would be
Thanks.
fun if like y'all came back and we
Giving me
did
my life
dungeons. But yeah, if you're just coming back to play the game, I mean, you know, I don't know.
Then don't.
Yeah. Nah.
I mean, there's a ton of content for y'all. Y'all didn't really do much in the expansion, right?
Jason
I went through
kinda
2
did.
of the areas.
Yeah, so
Like
there's
how-
still
how
a
it
ton
was
of stuff
sectioned
for
off.
y'all to do.
There's like still 3 areas to do, and it just kind of seemed like I finished the one area and I got like halfway through the second area, and I'm like, oh, I still got to do 2 more areas, and it kind of seemed like a to-do list again. It's like rather like I don't like theme park MMOs anymore.
I don't
like, I
think you like
did.
any MMOs anymore.
I do. I just don't like being told like you got to do this and you got to do this and you got to do this. It's like, but maybe I want to do something else that has nothing to do with that.
I think
Yeah.
I think Minecraft ruins you.
Yeah, like
On
I just want
MMOs.
to go build an underwater house and put trees in underground. You know, I don't even want to do what you're doing.
I don't need air.
I don't need air.
I don't want to be around you.
Put some sheep at the at Bedrock and I'm set.
Oh, that sounds like you're back in that other game. What was that? Heroes, Might and I don't know, not Might and Magic. That crappy MMO, Wizards 101. No,
Villagers and heroes.
Oh,
Villagers
and
102. Yeah, Villagers and
Oh,
Heroes.
101?
Villagers and Heroes.
102.
I liked Villagers and Heroes.
Oh,
I don't play it that much anymore though. I
gotta
kind
wait
of
for the
burned
events
through some stuff and
and stuff.
yeah.
And then we had a storm here that killed 2 of our TVs and a switch and a router and like
Jeez.
Steam Link and
Everything just fried, huh?
this TV right here.
Oh my god.
We're gonna give
my
it away
God.
for some lucky viewer.
Yeah. We should. The shipping on that would be a pain in the ass.
Oh my
To get a broken.
That's
TV.
heavier than I thought.
Why? Put it down.
I'm trying.
Put it down.
I'm scared I'll drop it and break it.
Yeah, I'm scared you're gonna drop and break us some more.
So that was our one nice TV in the house kaput.
I'm sorry.
Hey, it's just a TV. At least the dog didn't get hit. That's the thing,
It depends.
right?
It depends on the dog and the TV.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, because there's a lot of dogs that need homes, so like,
so reduce by one, and we can just get another one. Yeah, it's mean.
what do you mean? You still had all the good times with your dog. It's not your fault the lightning hit the dog. It's not like you did anything to
It sounds like
encourage
it's
the
your
lightning to
fault.
hit the dog. Huh?
Sounds like it's your fault now.
It's not my fault.
You're encouraging my dog's
I'm not
death.
encouraging. I'm not. I'm just saying, like,
Hey, fuck your dog.
She doesn't mean it.
Anyways,
you can move on.
speaking of TV,
Yeah.
I watched some anime this last week.
Oh.
Which
I know we're
one?
a big anime podcast.
You know I'm not an anime person.
You
but-
could tell we're not anime people because I'm pronouncing it anime and not anime, like someone who's really into anime would
Are you
call
serious? How are you
Probably.
supposed to say it?
anime.
No, I don't
probably-
believe that.
I'm probably wrong.
That sounds really douchey. That sounds like super douchey.
Just saying.
I watched a little bit of anime.
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 Anyway, I watched One Punch Man.
Hmm.
It is available on Netflix now, and like the first season, anyways. Second season hasn't come out yet.
Is it good?
It's really fucking good.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Yes.
I might
Check
think-
it out.
I
Like,
might.
check at least
One
watch the
Punch
first
Man.
episode because what I will say is like I used to watch anime quite a bit, and I kind of got out of it because a lot of it seemed very samey.
Mhm.
Like the whole like plot line through everything, any series anyways. They're like I have my favorites still, and I'll still go back and watch certain ones. Like Cowboy Bebop is the one for me.
I've never seen that. You told me to watch it.
It's a
I
really
know.
good series.
And then the one with the
Um,
tentacles.
They all have tentacles. but,
Oh, okay.
I
um,
don't like that part.
but anyways, what I really liked about One Punch Man is it actually has some pretty good humor in it, and at the same time, it kind of pokes fun at other anime in a way that like the whole like the way like the hero like everything has like every person in it has this deep backstory, and it kind of really makes fun of that. Like the main character in the movie can't stand listening to anyone give their backstory. He's so bored by everything in life.
I can totally relate to that.
Is she
And
saying
part
she's
of it-
bored right now? That's so mean. You're just mean tonight. What's
That's
going
not
on?
what I meant. That's not what I meant. But
What's
like
my
you,
dog dad says you're bored?
you know what I mean? Like 95% of conversation is completely unnecessary.
Then you will totally love the main character because it's
Alright.
yeah. He points out to people how he wants them to hurry up and just get on like yeah.
I like this
Are you
guy.
not supposed to do that in general conversation with people? Like
I'm
at
really
work?
Not at
bad.
all.
I'm really bad at general conversation.
Like this
I-
motion where you start like, come on,
Right. Yeah, oh, yeah.
get it out.
Don't do that to your
Or I'll
We'll
do
Get to
this
the
thing
end
where
of
I
the
just,
sentence.
trust me.
I'll just leap into like my topic at work or something.
Mhm.
Like, especially like my friend who is also a coworker, Mike. He will say like, okay, hello, hello, how are you today? Oh God,
Do we have to go through all the niceties?
I don't care how you are. Just this. If you're gonna say anything but fine, I don't want you to answer. So why ask?
Oh, now I know what that look was. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to.
Get all real friendshipy on me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hey,
daughter-
have y'all heard of Chrono GG?
Chrono GG.
Chrono.gg.
Nope.
So it's a website, and it's kind of like if Steam Sale had a baby with Woot.
Oh, okay.
It's one
What's a Woot?
game a day.
Oh, it is.
Woot's like
Oh,
has,
yeah,
like,
yeah. I know
Woot
what you mean.
sales.
Go ahead.
So they have one game a day, and it's usually a big discount of the game, and it's just for 24 hours. So at the end of that, it goes away, and the next game pops up.
What'd you get?
I don't even know. I got 8 games yesterday because it was like $1.50. I was like, this would be great to like give away on the show and stuff. So this can be my new like game fodder because now I don't have to wait for
Right.
Steam sales.
Are you gonna give something away today?
We could.
I was just asking. You don't have to.
The wheels
that
behind my
TV.
TV though, so
Oh, well, we've never.
Gotta-
We always talk about giving stuff away, and then we're like, do the show, and afterwards we're like, oh, we didn't give anything away.
next week.
All right,
Next
next week, for everyone listening, playing the at-home game or the non-live game or the YouTube game or the people live tonight, next week, that's the week you want to be.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and leave now. And Shannon's
We'll
just
give
being
away-
mean tonight, so you don't want to see that shit.
I'm
Just
not being mean.
Oh yeah, you are. Just go away, come back next week, and we'll give you a free game if you win. Don't know
Yeah,
how
if you
you
don't
can
win,
win.
we're not giving you free games.
The game that's on there right now is called Nero Voider.
Nero Voider. That one is.
There's like-
Yesterday they were $150, and today it's $10.
Whoa.
I think.
Still half off.
Yeah, it's half off.
But
It's
the game actually looks pretty good.
Uh,
Never heard of it until I just popped this open. That looks pretty good.
So, and I was thinking of starting to do like a. If they're $10 every day, I thought they'd be like $150 every day. I won't be doing this, but I was gonna do like a daily gamer, like play
Sure.
each new game every day.
That'd be cool. You could stream it, whatever.
Stream it.
YouTube it, something. I don't know.
Have guests
Somebody
on, other
on
people
the
playing.
website streaming it right now. So.
Hey, there you go.
Hmm.
Live stream. I've heard of that. We do that
Yeah?
every once in a while.
We do once in a while. I saw like earlier this week we went live and I'm like, it said Go Brothers is live on my phone. I'm like, no, we're not.
Like, what? We're
Oh
a
yeah, I
podcast?
streamed some WoW this week.
Oh, cool.
Sweet.
Because
Yeah.
it said we were streaming Angry Veg Heads. So I'm like, oh, that's weird.
Hey,
Well-
look, Wes Wilson in the chat room over at Beam.
What?
Hey,
What?
I don't have Beam open.
Yeah.
hi.
A friend of the show, Twitter friend Scopeak.
Let's go Beam.
Speaking of live streaming, he had a really good post on his Level Capped blog about being an older gamer and streaming and how it's like the whole like people working to sell a brand and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Really good
yeah.
Post. I don't
Yeah,
read a lot
'cause-
of blog posts anymore, but I popped his open on my lunch break and I thought it was pretty good.
Blogs are
Wanna
still a thing.
They
Heck
are.
yeah, they are.
What?
People do that shit.
Yep.
What? We do that too.
No, we don't.
I keep thinking.
I've never been a blogger. I think it's amazing. It's one of those things I always wanted to do, but I just I don't, and I'm not gonna. But I do a lot of other stuff, so I feel like I earn my keep.
They,
But I'm not gonna.
Well, you post on the
good
go
thing you
kart.
showed up. Your keep rent was due for content creation, so good thing you
Yeah.
showed up for the show tonight.
Yeah. So but yeah, I want to read that one actually. But that sounds
That's
like a
good.
good one. Because we actually talked about it in one of the discords that we're all in. One of our friends wants to start doing a science-based streaming. Yeah, winning. And he's been on the show and not this show, but he's been on our past shows a few times and stuff,
Mhm.
and a lot actually. And we've gamed with him a bunch. And he wants to do a science-based one, so he was asking like, well, what's the best like place to do that and stuff. And so I
Mhm.
recommended, since he's doing like science projects, like obviously, like I don't. Well, not obviously, because he's asking a question. But I thought Twitch and gaming stuff would be a bad place to do that because the audience just isn't there. But if you put that up on YouTube, you could stream it on YouTube and then obviously post it on YouTube. And if he's doing like science experiments and science-based videos, you're going to get teachers who want to use
Yeah.
that content or show that content in class. And
For
so
sure.
they might not be able to see it live, but the YouTubes, that aren't live, that's going to get your subscriptions, and then they'll get those notifications that you went live, and then you'll start having, like, I think that's the way to build that personally, but that's a suggestion from
Yeah.
someone who has like 30 Twitch followers. So I think I
Well-
know what I'm talking about.
And Wes in the chat might actually know because he's working for Beam now. Like a lot of stream places are doing like creative and
They're
other.
starting to open up more.
Yeah, open up not just gaming, and Beam might have something like that too.
They might.
So that might be a good place to do it, and then you get all the scientists in there.
Yeah, I couldn't talk about Beam and some of the Forge GG and all. Like some of the streaming places I'm not real familiar with, and I'm not real sure what their audience base is. So I didn't want to recommend something I wasn't sure about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, and I think one of the cool things that they could do with Beam is now Beam you can actually make it where people can type and do stuff and interact with your stream. So you could actually make a science experiment that someone could interact with you to actually work with the experiment and stuff. So it's like I had one going where people could basically I could set keys up on my keyboard that they could actually press on the screen.
Oh, that's rad.
And then so like that's how you could do like the things that make people move forward or other things like that. Or like
Almost like a Twitch plays Pokemon thing, but
right. Except for a little more like in depth. Like you can do where they can actually interact with Minecraft. But
that's pretty cool.
yeah, so experiments and stuff. Cool. Science, the science guy online.
Yeah.
And you
We were
weren't mean
kinda-
to him?
No. And we kind of got into more like, if you like, because then someone else asked about like, what if I wanted to start a gaming thing? And I said, well, what are you doing it for? Are you doing it because you just want to do it sometimes for fun? Like I just do it once in a blue moon just because I want to interact with some people while I game. Like it's just like, but then if you actually want to build subscription numbers, like that's a whole different way to approach it. So
Yeah, like
blah.
doing it daily and really
have to-
interacting with the stream and
having a schedule.
showing your penis a lot.
No,
No.
but actually, like, okay, yeah, just
That's
kind
what
of go
Steve
through
was
what I
doing earlier.
Let me
recommended.
write this down, Brent.
What I recommended was streaming at least 3 times a week minimum on a schedule, and also streaming stuff like if you're going to be a variety. I mean, if you already know like I'm only streaming this game, then fine, that's what you're doing. But if you're going to be a variety streamer, then really start to look at stuff that people aren't streaming a lot of, because then you're going to be the only person, or one of the only people doing it, and so then you can, as long as you enjoy that game, that's another key thing. Like, don't just stream something you don't like.
Let's go to Twitch and see if anybody's playing Tubin.
Yeah, I don't know, but
Well, and I think that's
one guy.
really the important part is enjoying it, because it so shows in like what you're playing.
yeah,
If you don't enjoy it, or if you can't just have a lot of fun playing anything, then people are going to see it and be like, well, I'll go somewhere else.
yeah. Because the one guy, he was like, "Oh, that depresses me that you have to go down and play things just because someone else is." I'm like, no. There's tons of games that people aren't playing. Pick something that you have in your library that you do enjoy.
The Archon
That-
stream.
Isn't that popular right now? But the what?
Archon? Remember Archon? Isn't that the name? The chess game where it's like one of the first battle chests. Where
Oh,
like
God.
the Phoenix would fly over and like on the other people.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Love that game.
There was a teacher at high school that had that on the computer.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's a goodie. A favy.
Oldie but a goodie.
But they weren't like any tips that, like, if you Google tips on how to be it, like, it's the same. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna find all those tips there too. So
Tips and
But-
tricks.
I was
gotta-
careful to point out too that, like, obviously I don't have subscriber numbers, because I don't do any of the things that I'm recommending people do.
Yeah.
Well, then you pop villagers and heroes out, and the stream just everybody comes down to see that.
Right.
Yeah.
Holy
No.
shit! Someone's playing villagers and heroes.
Actually, I mean, it was a while ago, but games that would get me a lot of people that, like, I would say randoms, like, they're not people I know and they weren't following me before. Games like Neverwinter Online, like, they're games that people have and they know about, but they're not real popular stream games, So it's like this middle area where people know it, but no one's doing it. Or
Yeah.
like not many people are doing it. So not that no one's doing it, but you know what I mean.
Sure.
It's not it's not the League of Legends. It's not Hearthstone,
Right. Well, then you got the
So-
pros playing those games now that kind of suck up most of the views in those.
Yeah. And I think it's good if you're going to be a variety streamer to kind of, I mean, if it's a launch, go ahead, stream that, but then in between that, also sprinkle in some other stuff that's going to get you some subscribers, so that when you do play a launch game, you have someone watching, because otherwise everyone's going to be watching the other guys.
You should become like a pro Neverwinter Nights streamer.
Yeah, I'm going to do that tomorrow. Then
She's being mean again.
So, Zelly Belly.
Why are you being so mean?
Right on.
yeah, no problem.
Oh wait, hold on a second.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, okay, now I'm a pro Neverwinter streamer.
Yeah,
now.
sure, got it.
It's all good. Any TV this week? Anybody watching anything?
I did not.
Nope. Just
Well,
One
he
Punch
watched
Man.
the anime
Yeah.
on Nama
Right,
or whatever you're calling it.
Anime.
We saw the Impractical Jokers and the Carbonaro Effect crossover. It's pretty good if you like
What
those.
the hell are you talking? Those were a lot of weird words. That
Impractical Jokers. It's one of the best shows out there.
Uh huh.
You got to watch it. And then there's another one that's kind of newer called the Carbonaro Effect, where it's like it's a magician. It's a hidden camera magician show, and so he does these like tricks on people and like just blows their mind.
I think you're mispronouncing carburetor.
Carbonaro, the Carbonaro Effect.
No, it's goes.
He's ordering Mexican food.
Okay. Yeah, that's the thing with the rice. and
Habanero, honey. It's habanero.
beans. Yeah. It's spicy. We know. It probably messed up your tongue a little bit.
Oh, it'll probably hurt your butt the next day.
Mm-hmm.
You stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerve herder.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
That's the one.
Is that the right one? Oh, well, okay. I
But it
won't
was
talk
good?
about those shows
No,
anymore.
talk about it. Why
I'm done. No, I'm good. I'm good. Next.
Was
Present.
Do we
I
want to
wanna
talk
hear
more about
about
Iron
it.
Fist and how I wanted to
No.
punch myself?
you didn't like it?
No, I was not a big fan of it.
Nobody liked
I
it.
liked parts of it.
It had,
Like-
yeah, it was not good enough.
You
I'll
like
say
you
that.
like the part where he was fisting things, right?
I liked some of the characters, like the the drunken fighter scene, and some of the fight scenes were really good. I didn't necessarily like the main character. I think they kind of overplayed some of his quirks, I guess call them.
It was sporadic though, right? It was like sometimes he is and sometimes he isn't. Like I was like, okay, whatever. There's like no rhyme or reason for when he's a badass.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that.
yeah,
'Cause Jessica
well,
Jones made sense, you know?
yeah.
like-
Well, and I couldn't get over things like how did they vote? He has 51% of the company. How'd they vote him out?
I don't understand
Like
business.
things like that, like the
I work
business
in a
stuff. I was
library.
like,
We give away stuff for free, so I'm not gonna
I don't really
understand
get
business.
that. Right. Well, maybe that's what he did. Well, it's just like he would do stuff on the board that they were all pissed at and wouldn't stop him, and then they like, well, we'll just vote him off then. Like, well, why did
Like,
you
but
vote
then
to
he
stop
gets
him to do
He
that?
has the most votes and he won't vote himself off. It doesn't make any sense.
So,
I
yeah.
get you. I'm right there with you, pal.
And I think that's where I broke in the show, and I'm like, well, I'll watch the fight scenes, but the rest of it, I just can't like get
Just
past
fast
this.
forwarding
Yeah.
until you still start seeing people punch each other.
And finished Travelers, that was really good.
Okay.
I agree with that
Um,
assessment. Yeah.
Walking Dead, they really just need to cut out all the episodes, and we just need the finale.
Oh yeah. Still
Um,
bad.
Still bad.
It's good. It's just the past couple episodes just weren't needed.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But that's it. TV.
Okay.
I've got nothing else really. I've still been playing some ESO,
Yeah.
but not much to report there. I pretty much only get to play on weekends. So
You guys got any good weekend plans?
going to Bass Pro Shop tomorrow.
Nice. You shopping
Nice.
for
Does
pros or
Have
basses?
any good weekend plans?
I'm getting to go to Bass. No, I don't.
Do you fish?
No, my son does.
No, he's buying a Bass Pro to go fish for him.
Yes.
That's smart.
Mhm.
That's
No.
smart.
No, actually, my son got a bunch of gift cards for Christmas, and we still haven't been able to make it there. So we're going tomorrow, so he can buy some fishing gear.
If you don't fish, who does your son fish with?
He fishes with his grandfather.
Okay, that's what my son does too.
Yes.
Because my husband,
Your
being a
son
vegetarian,
fishes
for-
with Steve's grandfather?
yes.
Yes.
That's y'all meet in the center? I don't know. Distance.
But yeah, my husband was a vegetarian for 20 years, so it's obviously not Jason that's taking him fishing. But
Right.
they go salmon fishing once a year on a big trip.
They just stand in the river and catch them.
Yes.
So now is he going to go now that he's no longer a vegetarian?
No, he hates fish anyway, so he
Oh.
won't go. But anyway,
I have a problem with killing animals anymore. Like as a
No, my
kid,
f-
I didn't mind, and fishing was fine, and
Yeah.
killing
I
squirrels.
liked fishing because I was gonna eat it, so I felt like
Yeah.
that was okay.
That's the kicker. My son does not like fish.
Okay, but you might just be in training for be a serial killer then.
Could be. he cannot wait. He cannot wait until he can go hunting.
Oh God.
jeez. Well, if he takes
gonna
a
eat
stick,
that?
when you're cleaning the fish and pokes it through the fish's eye and then spins the fish
God.
around, he'll turn out okay, because that's what I used to do, and I'm
Okay.
fine.
That's good
So-
to
Oh
know.
my god, kids are cruel. Yeah.
It's just things to do.
What am I doing this weekend? Oh, glad you asked.
I think so.
So, Zelly Belly.
What are you doing this weekend?
Tomorrow, I'm playing D&D all day,
All right.
and we're starting a brand new campaign with all brand new characters. And I got a brand new mini from Hero Forge, which
Yeah,
is
you did.
this place you can go online if you don't know, and that you can customize your D&D figure.
Mhm.
Like, there's so many options, and then they 3D print it and then mail it to you. It's
Dope.
phenomenal. Like, so you can make your character, which is great. Being, a woman that plays D&D, most of my characters that I play are also female characters, and sometimes it's really hard to find the female character combination that I play that's already
Yeah.
created that kind of has the same look and hair and stuff that I want. So
Good.
that's important to me. So I got that going tomorrow, and Sunday is WrestleMania.
Sunday,
Nice.
Sunday, and we are having a WrestleMania marathon, and we're starting at 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
and we invited people to come over.
You
No
did.
one's
Nice.
gonna come over.
But Jason's working on his wrestling costume. That's why he can't show up
Jason-
tonight. That's
Yeah, Jason and I are gonna start off the morning, and we're gonna start with the WWE Network, and we're gonna watch
is
wrestling
that what y'all
matches.
call it?
The WWE Network,
Yeah. You start off in the
It-
morning with the WWE Network.
and we're gonna start.
Hot.
We're gonna watch
No.
the
okay, sorry.
matches and storylines that build up to the matches that we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch the NXT pay-per-view that happens on Saturday because we'll be at D&D. We're gonna watch the Hall of Fame, which is happening tonight, which is probably what he's actually doing right now.
That bastard.
Yeah.
We're gonna, and then we're also gonna, if we have time, I don't know if we'll have time, we're gonna watch just some classic WrestleMania stuff, and then the pre-show starts at 5 p.m. and then the actual proper WrestleMania starts at 7, and it goes till about 11:30 at least. So it is a full day of wrestling on Sunday at our house, and I'm gonna wear
Nice.
jammies all day because we invited people over, but no one's gonna come over.
Wrestling
I won't
jammies.
be able to make it.
Huh?
Like Hulk
What, you're not
Hogan
gonna come?
jammies.
You guys aren't coming?
I won't be able to make it.
Don't you got to drop your son off to fish with her grandfather or something? Or no, it's your son with his grandfather.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm excited.
I'm going to a play. I'm going to a school play,
Oh.
taking my kids to see Beauty and the Beast.
That's
Oh.
cool.
Front
What
row
kind of school?
tickets. It's
Like
a
a-
high school.
The high school? That's
Yeah.
cool. Awesome.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we put Steve to sleep. You're boring him
Ah,
now.
Sorry.
It's like all trade off.
You said
No.
Beauty and the Beast, and I just
Just,
No.
woo.
I want to see the Beauty and the Beast movie.
do you?
Yeah. That's all I got. I haven't seen
Okay.
it.
I haven't either. Probably won't.
Well, thanks everyone for showing up, like, subscribe, all that, and last week's episode will be out on the feed sometime. You notice I didn't say soon. It'll be out sometime.
Oh, well, who wants to live forever?
You just gotta keep living, man. L-I-V-I-N.
Hoo-ah!
Ta-da!
Get busy living.
Oh, there's more.
In a world with a podcast about that world with 4 hosts who are out of this world. Go-Kart Brothers. Vroom vroom.
I want him to say vroom vroom, motherfucker.